Hello. I started pretty late today, so I'm hoping this one is going to be short. So I'm kind of like jumping right into it. Uh, so basically, I complained on Twitter that the only thing that is kind of like missing in Deno is that you can't run basically like parcel, vite, all of that kind of like build stuff. So even with remix, you can run it. Once you compile it with Node, then you can run it on Deno. So that's kind of like the mismatch. And I stumbled upon this idea that you can run Vite on Deno. I couldn't find anything, so let's try it again. So I saw that article, and it's a year old, and I think the idea is that okay, I guess that was before import maps were I think. Yeah, so the idea is that we use Node to basically like to compile some JavaScript code, and then we can run it on Deno, which we're not interested in that. So I guess just in case if someone doesn't know what Deno is, basically the best way to describe it is following. You can open your browser and you write 1 + 1 = 2. That's fun. It gets more fun once you do, I don't know, like math random. Because it's kind of like built-in function. So let's just imagine that you want to run math random from Java in some kind of JavaScript environment. So one obvious environment is browser, but there are many non-obvious environments. So for example, in our Elixir or like Erlang project, we once needed a way to basically like run some, we were scraping some page and some of the page code was in JavaScript. So basically we needed to run it in order to calculate some kind of like IDs or whatever the next thing that this app wants to do. So basically we're like emulating browser. And I think we were using SpiderMonkey for that. So that's basically like JavaScript runtime that is used in Firefox. And yeah, there is like a kind of like node for Firefox, and the node itself is built on Chrome, but I think also V8, which is like engine of the Chrome. But I think they also had like some Internet Explorer kind of like stuff. But the important part is that there is one other one. I did a stream on it. It's basically like kind of like Node, but it's more it's more in the vein of like Vite itself. So Vite is like front-end tooling. So it's more or less like a bundler. So it's a thing that you give your source code into, and it returns you some kind of like thing that could be run in a browser. And so Bun is doing that, but it doesn't use Node.js, and that's why it's kind of like way faster. And Deno is kind of like more established, I guess, like alternative to Node.js, because it has basically like the same scope and the same kind of like idea behind it, while something like Bun or I don't know, like Spider Monkey, they're kind of like more limited in scope, if that's fair to say. But anyway, I don't want to I don't want to spend too much time on this. So the idea is that you can install Node. Oh no, I mean, you can install Node and you can run math random and it will return stuff. And you can also do Deno, and you can also do, what is happening? You can also run math random. So I think I need to upgrade my Deno because I don't know, yeah, I was on 117, I think. Okay, so hopefully, yep. So now, I guess let's go right to the fun part. We're looking for some Deno links. Well, okay, I think that's it. Nope, it's not. Okay, so let's Deno compatibility mode. That's that's probably a faster way to get there. Okay, so starting from 115, so maybe I didn't have to upgrade to the latest one. You can run some of the like Node stuff, and we will try to figure out how we're going to do that. So I guess that one could be fun. So now if you run Deno and you try to import fs, it's like, what? What are you talking about? Anyway, I should probably create some kind of like Deno-vite. So the funny thing is that vite, some pronounce it as vite, and Deno, some pronounce it as deno. So let's do deno-vite. Deno-vite. Sounds like T.N.T. Deno-vite. Okay. Okay, that someone has to amuse me, right? So okay, so when we run Deno regularly, it doesn't work. But if you pass some kind of like flag to it, it crashes. And why did it crash? Deno compat. Is it only working on Deno run, or what's the story? So we have Deno eval REPL, I guess REPL. Oh. Got a bit confused. Okay. So we're downloading stuff. Oh no, now I don't have it in in the browser. Where was it? Yeah, so it was here, but just okay. Pass already built declared. Fast. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Okay, so it's some kind of like global module, but I can probably do something like that. Already been declared. What is happening? Okay, path as p1. Okay, p1 undefined. I don't know. No, so don't don't judge me. Don't judge me too harshly. I guess maybe I don't even care about what is happening here. Yeah, so let's start with this. So does this talk about like Vite at all? Okay, so we have support Vite, Deno-vite. Okay, alternative, duplicate, and such. Medium. Yeah, so my problem is that I don't know how to start Vite or Vite. That makes sense. Okay, so we can follow Deno compatibility here. Vite Deno repo. Oh no, we're so close. Did he just remove it or what? Let's check if it's just renamed or something. So Vite plugin bundle, plugin template, Vite plugin. Okay, so this is Node.js. Interested server. Okay, this is all the repositories that he has. So Vite test. Why would you remove it? Okay, so what's that? This archive. Okay. Meta plugin that can be used by other plugins. Who even cares about any of that? Okay, so that seems like a dead end. Okay, server with Vite. So I have like server, run into issues such, but there's like no like a test that I can run. I don't want to run Vite code on Deno, but I created Deno server with Vite. And please include error message and preferably reproduction. Okay, so he created a reproduction and then deleted it. Okay, don't be this guy. Modifying client, same way, removed. Okay. Okay, so this is dead end. Yeah, that's the problem. I couldn't find like anything how to start. That's the idea of like, okay, this is yes lint. This is like a node script. No check and stable compat. God, this is a okay, so this is playwright. Marco.js. Wow. I think I even like read this. Okay, so yeah, there are no more blockers. There's still need, but okay. So let's start with, I guess, most obvious way to do that. So let's go to like Vite homepage. Yeah. someone in like trying to pronounce it with a French accent. Yeah, so I'm trying out PNPM, so that could be like a good or maybe not. Okay, so vanilla, Vue, React, Svelte, I guess React, JavaScript. Okay, so I guess let's check that it works. Okay, the county town thing is counting. So now what is happening when we write yarn dev, right? It just runs Vite. Okay, so what happens when we run Vite? There's some like binary that is called Vite, and it's using Node, right? So now somewhere over here you had like a script. Compat URL. What's compat URL? Yeah, we're getting more questions than the answers. Okay. Use node compat URL. When working with child process, you will have to run tests pulled from Node.js. What? Prevent this set with absolute path to your repo. Heading related trailing slash. Okay. How do I find where it is? Is known as a wrapper shell script. Okay, so let's start with, I guess, node script, and we'll just push this there. And the idea is that if I make a executable for this, it will try to start, but it needs a script. So that bin file is going to be a script. Okay, so now we don't know where to find deno.std, which is understandable. Okay, so this is oh, I guess just find here deno.std. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a bit confusing. Deno.std will have absolute path to your repo. Where do I find this repo? Yeah, I don't know if any of that is going to return anything, but I guess we're not losing anything. Okay, so should I try this just in case? Just in case if it works. Yeah, someone who knows what is happening is probably like pulling their hair out. But That's not me. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, so couldn't find anything. Should I just download it or something? Deno has panicked. Please don't panic, Deno. It's going to be okay. Oh. That's unfortunate. Okay, so let's just for a second, I guess, let's remove this line just to see if that's important. Okay, so failed to load config. Okay. So when all of those people are talking about like, yeah, you could already run Deno and Vite and such, give it a try, but how? How do you give it a try? Yeah, there are no more blockers. Still missing features. Okay. So I guess let's yeah, basically I'm hoping that there is some kind of repo that they test this stuff on. Yes, let's just try to write. Yeah. Or caching. Clear. Okay, so how is it related to it? SSR load. Import false. No cache. Reload. If they have some kind of Discord, I can just quickly ask them. Okay. So we backend HTTP client work. Remix. Starting remix project. Okay. Maybe this one has repo to reproduce. So issues with npx create remix wizard and such. Issue with npm install. Huh. So how do you npm install compat? Yeah. So assuming that this package is installed with npm or yarn, so I don't see any mention of how you can npm install without Node. That's strange. So npm run def, invalid signal. Okay, so there are like node process, node test. Oh, Okay, so this part is taking way much, way much longer than I was expecting. But let's see. Maybe we find something here. So common JS module loading. Okay, that's fun. So does it mean I don't have to use compat to download modules? Maybe. Okay, so this library contains tests. Okay, that's good. So run is simple, running such and such. I had some sound. I thought I have notifications muted, so I don't know what's pinging. um, okay. Node setup. You can additional pass to test cache. Run tests. Run tests. Working with childbirth. Yeah, that's the part we try to figure out. I guess that's. Oh, I see. That's important when you work on this module, so that it doesn't switch back into like a production version. I see that. Then it's not that creepy. Okay, so I guess node tests is something that we need to check next. Where is it? Journal past test. Where was it? No, tools. Tools. Okay. So tools. Setup. Like, do I know what I'm looking for? So those are the names of the tests. I was hoping that one of the tests is just like remix or vid, but that doesn't seem the case. Okay, so we heard that Deno could be run with rollup. So the rollup. So maybe we should start with something simpler. Deno with soon compat flag that will allow such and such. Who cares? Okay, so this is Deno rollup. Okay, so do we have examples though? Okay, Svelte. So rollup config, rollup such and such, bundling to view as a bundled code, file server. Okay. Okay, so I guess compat. How come none of you just documented the simple like a way to just start this stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's see if they have something. Delete dependency board bundler. Okay, so that was before compat, I would assume. Yep. I don't see the kind of like check mark here, so why would they say that it works? It should run. Give it a try. Okay, how? Okay, so do we have anything like we Deno? Oh no, there is like a chance to get. I recently realized that feature is like full of porn, and when you search for like random names, you have like a great chance of seeing something that you didn't want to see. So I'm hesitant to scroll through the search results. Okay, so I'm just looking for like a command. I'm just looking for someone to say, okay, this is the command that I tried to run vite under Deno, and like it worked. Yeah. There are any articles on like on compat? So maybe like we're missing something. Okay, so should run and such. Vite. Okay, so this is the same thread. No more blockers. Rollup. We should. Yeah, but like how? Sounds existing. Okay, so I guess I guess the only thing that I see is that let's just try to. Okay, so in order of the questions that I have, so like Deno compat mode npx, Deno compat node npm install, and Deno compat mode rollup. That's the stuff we're trying to trying to get. So can you run npx? Okay, I don't see how. Can you run npm install? I don't see how. So that means it requires Node at least to get started. Okay, so yarn again. Okay, so thank you. Oh, you can see my hands. Thank you. Thank you, this gentleman. I will make sure to get him a thumbs up on this. So basic compat mode, closing issue, moving to improve compat mode. Okay. You guys, should add the same instructions that that guy did. Okay, so there is something, so like compat unstable such and such, yes, leaned, which we don't care at all. But that says us that you need to run node modules and stuff. And if I use yarn on or pnpm, maybe that could break things. Yay. Okay. Okay, so we know that this thread is useless. Okay, so let's try this. Okay. So now, okay, they're using yarn here, so maybe like it's not that useless. Okay, so okay, I want to do it a bit differently. I want to run it in kind of like binary mode. So the whatever the node thing we had, like in bin, no, that bin. Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Not implemented, process on before exit. No one cares. Okay, so roll up and such. Will something like that work? Like version? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So, right. So that's exactly the stuff that I hope to run with Vite. So let's go back to to Vite. Can I add it to like existing project? So kind of okay, so add Vite to project. Yeah. Okay, loader styles. That's I'm looking at like npm style. Plugin types node. Okay, so it's something like this, except that we are doing yarn add because I already did the other yarn stuff. Okay, so now so close. Could not auto-determine entry point from rollup options. Okay. Who said about rollups though? Okay, so I'm like a bit excited that it works. So let's so what is Deno project? Yeah, that's the problem with copying stuff over the internet. Is it like npm or just the name of the directory? Yeah. I guess that could have been just like dot or something. Okay, so like 2. Okay, so yarn Okay, so we know that it still has to be yarn, which is deal breaker or not. I'm trying to understand if that's a deal breaker. Okay. Okay. So rollup options was kind of like random stuff. Maybe it's not. I mean, I can just run beat here and just check. Yeah, it's not Deno's fault. Okay, so that seems like a reasonable idea. Okay, so that's the same error. So the error was with wheat config. Child process on ref. Okay, so let's yeah, that's the cool part about Deno. You can click on stack traces. So line 22. So not implemented for child process. 238. 238. On ref, not implemented. I wonder if there's like a way to just say I don't care. And just ignore the thing. On ref. So what is a ref? It's to kill child probably. So we're kind of like starting. I guess we're starting this ES build stuff, and we wanna kill something else. So 2067. Yeah, child and ref. So where do we get child from? Get command and service and such. And command is ES build. Okay, so when it tries to start ES build, that's when it crashes. Okay, so okay. I guess if we wanted to improve the docs, we would write something like I guess we didn't need two anymore. So mkdir and such. So yarn add beat. Okay, can we try is vanilla, I guess, and then we have this node script which we can probably inline. So here we're just running this, but we can probably inline it like that and do like that. Nope, it didn't work. So if we added the config and remove this plugin, it still doesn't start. So maybe if we just remove the file. Okay, it starts. Okay. So here we say oh yeah, we need to like index HTML. Yeah. Okay, so it's doing some kind of like code module reloading, I guess, but in a in a stupid way. So date index HTML and start. Okay, I don't want to save it actually. Okay, and you should see this. Okay. This is good, I guess. Something is not. Yeah, it's trying to connect to the Vite HMR server, I would assume. But something crashes and yeah, WebSocket. There was some talk about WebSocket. WebSocket. Okay, I think I saw WebSocket somewhere. Like some of this stuff is probably WebSocket. Okay, so there's that, and you will see this, but if you want, if you add a config file, Astro, oh not Astro, v dot, what was it, v dot config.js, which is JS. Oh yeah, actually we need to check with build. But if you add config file, it will crash with okay, so do I just touch this file and it will crash? Yeah. So probably need to remove the user stuff. Yeah, something like that. File to load config from git config such. Yeah, I wonder why we see this error for other stuff. Okay, so let's remove it again and let's try dev mode. Works, and build doesn't work. That's funny, and it's crashing with really funny error. So before adding config, okay, so build command doesn't work even in this simple case. So we're running this. Let's remove this, all of this again. And also, if you add a config file, it will crash. I guess it will crash. Okay, so one other one is preview. Okay, I was wondering if it's going to. Nope. I guess maybe because our build failed. Review doesn't work. And so it will crash. And now, if you run yarn build, then instead, oh no, should be before the config. Okay, so if you run build instead, then you are able to use to run preview command, and there this is the command. Okay. So is that it? Okay. So I think one other thing I want to try is that what if he's talking about basically like some kind of like master or like canary build of Deno, and that's exactly what we're going to take to check canary. Okay. You don't have write permissions. Oh no. How did this work? Okay. Brew install. Yeah, I'm not entirely proficient at the macOS, if you could tell. Should we just remove it or something? Oh, where was our Deno? Install. Show Mac, Linux. Okay. How do I remove stuff from Brew? Brew remove Deno? Uninstall it. Okay. And now use this. Okay. And now why does it want to what? Okay, so let's just check if this install script can get like a version argument or something. Good. Maybe this is version. How do I get version? Canaries can be downloaded from here. Can download binary, target tuple. You can find the latest version here. Latest canary commit here. Okay, so maybe I can do something like this. Could not resolve host. Okay. It's not host. Yeah. No such. Okay. Okay. sh install sh canary or 4. Okay, maybe that's not the best idea. Okay, so where does it get homebrew idea? Install, unzip. Yeah, so I can probably do something like this, right? So there, this set v version or commit hash. V version or commit hash. Oh. Okay, so yeah, this is this is getting a bit out of the topic. So I can do canary. Can I do upgrade? No. Have write permissions to. Yeah, I wonder if there's just kind of messed up found light. Check out. Couldn't be found. Okay. Do they have like a canary unstable? Oh, but yeah, version. I can set version, but is it going to be the v something or yeah, somewhere? It has to be somewhere. Okay, so I wish there was a way to install Deno, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like there is. I think the only way I can check if I go probably somewhere here. Okay, so this is like the releases, but they also need to build the release for Canary so it works. So my idea is to basically go here, check the git hash. So how do you do it? Yeah, so kind of like that. Yeah. So maybe they just broke their Canary releases or something. So what have we learned today? Deno compat is not finished. It's not implemented. What else? Yeah, we know that you can start rollup. We didn't check if you can actually compile something with it. I think there is a way to build solid with compat. I just out of time today, so I'm not going to check it on this stream. But rollup sounds promising. I wish someone added instructions how to use it. Apart from like this, that took, I don't know, like where's my stream? Yeah, like an hour to get to it. Maybe like 45 minutes. Okay, so This one we don't care. This one is stuff. I guess I will add this link to the. I will add this link. This is useless, so I'm not going to add this one. That's the same. Okay, and this turned out to be also useless. Okay, so the question was, are we there yet? No. It's funny that I heard someone saying Node.js, pronouncing it as kind of like Node.js. You know how like NoSQL and like Node.js. Yeah, so will there be a time where there will be no JS? Yeah. Okay, so I guess that warrants a next stream on this topic. Hopefully I will get like more information of what is going on, and yeah, I guess check description under the like button where I probably add the link to the comment or issue if I end up filing it with all of this stuff. Okay, see you. Okay, I don't know how to stop now. What is happening? No, I think it's fine. Okay, so bye.